Here I come right at y'all with our on our radar this season. We are going over everything that we are watching right now. I cannot watch everything in one season. Don't expect me to. So I got you what I'm watching, what I'm liking, and if I didn't like it, I'm not putting it on the list. Sorry, it's dropped. Let's get straight into the first one. With this season being littered with a bunch of sequels, banger sequels now, don't get me wrong, but we're going to start off with the newer ones. We got a very underrated, underloved right now. I don't think it's getting the praise that it should right now. But if we're talking about anime that came out in the summer 2023 season, I don't think you can not talk about Undead Girl Murder Farce. I am loving it at the moment right now. I am here glued into the screen week by week. I'm watching it. But I think it's something special about like when you come on those low popularity TVs or TV shows or even like anime shows, movies even, that you get to form your own opinion on it and it's not like really swayed by the public. And I really appreciate that when I get the chance to do that. Obviously, I'm doing my research with a lot of stuff, just with being a YouTube channel and stuff like that. So whenever I come across like an anime or a show like this that doesn't get as much love, but I think it's banging and I love it so much, I try to make sure that everyone else hears about it at least. So that's why I gave it the first. That's why I gave it the first spot on this list. Now its highlights, it has a very strong start right now. I'm loving every episode of it. The OST is pretty much phenomenal. Honestly, I really like the OST. It's pretty great. But by far, I think the humor in it is like dry humor, but it's like it hits every single time. And every single time, I find myself chuckling at like simple jokes that wouldn't really hit in other shows. But this show has set it up so perfectly that every time that this corny joke happens, I'm laughing. I think this show has a really unique premise. You got our Oni Slayer and a head that walks around solving supernatural cases and stuff like that. Like, you really don't get more unique than this. I'm gonna be real with y'all. If you haven't checked out Undead Girl Murder Farce, you should. This is the first one on a long list of things that you should be watching. Next up, we got Zom 100. And now I know I just said I love the OST, I love the humor, I love the strong start that Undead Girl Murder Farce had, but Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead does all of that, but does it better. I kid you not. The first episode of Zom 100 draws you in, and you're there for the whole ride after, I promise you. The OST that bangs, the OST bangs. I think it doesn't get enough love right now, but I think once it's all finished, it's so unique, it's so upbeat, it's so like fun, just uplifting. I think this being Studio Bug's first anime, I don't know if this is their first thing they ever like created. This could be like their first thing. I haven't looked into the studio, but I know this is their first anime. And they are doing fantastic. They boomed onto the scene with this one. The animation looks beautiful. Visuals always look beautiful. The color, the paint, the blood paint is actually phenomenal. I don't know if that was like a creative direction from like the manga, but if they chose to go that route, they did a fantastic job. Our MC's outlook on this zombie apocalypse after going through the hell of the workforce of Japan is absolutely hilarious. Honestly, like it's a very uplifting show. I don't know why it's uplifting, because the themes being set by this show are dark. Everything that happens in this show is very, very dark, but it doesn't feel like that way. But if I was just to like read this as a book to somebody, no pictures, no anything like that, do you know how like depressing this book would feel? This would be a whole different genre, I promise you. Another show I've been checking out so far has been Hulk, but I'm sort of unsure on how I feel about it right now. Honestly, it's giving off like really good, hilarious vibes at one point, but it also has the dark theme to it. Sort of like fitting out, it sort of fits this whole season. This whole season has a lot of like darker stuff, darker themed animes, and I'm really here for it. If you haven't checked out Hulk, I would watch it. Just form your own opinion on it, honestly. Two other ones that I plan to check out in the future is My Happy Marriage and the one with the depressed cat, I think. I'm just going to put it up on the screen so you guys know which one I'm talking about. Both of these look like they'll have something to offer me for like my watching experience. I don't know if y'all should watch them, but I'm going to be watching them. And if you have watched them and you think I should watch them, drop it down in the comments below. Now let's go ahead and move on to some of the sequels, because the sequels have been going crazy. First up, we got to talk about it. JJK, the backstory of Gojo is phenomenal. This is what we all been waiting for. We wanted this. We still got the Shibuya incident coming forward, so I already know that that's gonna go crazy. Manga people have been telling anime people about it since like day one of the first episode. So I already know that's going to be ridiculous. So I can't wait to experience Shibuya for myself. I haven't been spoiled on it. Don't spoil me. After Jujutsu Kaisen, we got to talk about Bongo Stray Dogs, because the last episode I just watched was ridiculous. That was phenomenal. I feel like everything's coming to its climax right now, and I think we're only in like the 4th episode. So I'm really excited to see what they do with the rest of the season. But it's really going crazy, and we just keep getting flips and turns, and then more flips and turns. And then you can go back a little bit. You go hit the little rewind button, and then get flipped and turned, and then flipped and turn. I mean, I'm a big fan of Bongo Stray Dogs. You already know this isn't one of my top 10 animes for sure. So as a non-Bleach watcher back in the day, I can respect that what Bleach is doing in the community right now. I think they have phenomenal animation. I think they have re-sparked the love that everyone had for Bleach back in like 2000, and it's re-cemented its spot as one of the big 3 for sure, without a doubt. So if you're watching Bleach this season, I'm sure you're gonna keep watching Bleach. It's Bleach. Last but not least, we got Mushoku Tensei, 2nd season, starting off with a banger. First off, we started off with a green-head friend. I think her name was Silva, but she's phenomenal. Honestly, I like her little story. I wish we would get more of that going forward, but who knows? I'm sure we will get more of that going forward. But I wish we would have got like a little spin-off, because it was a really fun watch, that first episode. But then we get straight to our boy Rudius, and Rudius is roughing it. You know, he just lost Eris, and things are going for him. And I think I love the way the story is going at the moment. The storytelling is always great with Mushoku Tensei. And if you haven't been watching, you should. If you haven't watched the first season, you should. This is by far the best isekai out there, probably. Like, serious isekais. If we're talking like hilarious, funny, I'm Konosuba all day. Alright, we got that all out the way. I gotta take my Gojo pose, because you know, summer's just that season that keeps on giving. It's like Christmas, but it's not Christmas. It's Christmas in August. Wanna know why it's Christmas in August? It's Christmas in August for One Piece fans, because we got Gear 5 finally coming August 6th in the summer, and then we got the live act. I'm playing, but we do have the live action. I'm personally excited for it, but we're not talking about that. We got Gear 5 coming, and we're about to change the landscape of anime with Gear 5. If you haven't caught up all the way to One Piece by now, you made a mistake. You should have met us in Wano. We told y'all too many times. We told y'all too many times to meet us in Wano. Y'all didn't meet us in Wano. You know how many friends I told? I was like, get on this right now. Get on One Piece. Watch One Piece. Watch it now. I gave him a list of things. I gave him the cheat sheet. You can watch episode Blue, episode Alabaster. But, you know, they didn't listen. Now they're missing out. Now they're going to try to watch episode 10,071 and not know what's going on. And just be amazed. Think they're just going to be amazed? No. Do not come in here judging One Piece by just skipping all the way to 10,071. But I'm hyped as a One Piece fan. I don't care. Hey, if y'all haven't already know, I was about to end the video. Can't end the video yet, because I gotta let y'all know that we do a podcast now every Sunday. Roshi Islands podcast. We just did our episode 1 last Sunday. Episode 2 is dropping this Sunday. Make sure you tune into our Twitch. That's where we live stream it, and we'll start putting out little segments here on YouTube. Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching. Watch more, love more. See y'all later. Oh, don't forget to join the Discord. None of y'all have joined the Discord really yet, but y'all should join the Discord, because we're always in there. We're always in there chatting up anime. Come chat with us.